Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. It's your boy Amir Hassan, Big C, sitting outside of this training I was going to, trying to get that money, man, trying to put it together. It's all about the money and the damn thing funny. Anyway, happy birthday, Malcolm X. Want to send a special shout out to Malcolm. Malcolm sacrificed. He dedicated his life to the plight of African Americans, black people, Negroes in America, whatever you want to call it. He deserves huge props, and he got killed for doing it. So we send major props to Malcolm. He's an inspiration to us. I attended his grandson's funeral out here. It was held at the Moorish Science Temple of America in downtown Oakland, and it was a beautiful farewell from a strong community. We got a beautiful Muslim community out here. When I go around my brothers and sisters, man, I feel so much peace and so much love. And those humble people, they just want to pray and do right by their Creator. Well, all these guys worrying about what you worship or what he worship, what she worship, that's none of your business. Religion is, and your way of life that's exclusively for you. I didn't become a Muslim for nobody else. I became a Muslim for my soul because I felt I wanted to worship God with my whole being as much as I can, because I'm not perfect, you know. But I love the 5 prayers. I love the taqwa. There is no God but God. I love a lot. I love Islam, so I'm a Muslim. You know, I say La ilaha illallah Muhammadan Abdur Rasulullah, and that's me. Now you might subscribe to another way of life. That's none of my business, you know, unless you are impeding on my life. Nobody's doing it. If you're trying to be helpful, if you're trying to be a good person, a righteous person, if you are a good neighbor or a highly ethical human being, you're my brother, man. If you believe in God, you're my brother. If you believe in God, you're trying to do right by him, you're my brother and my sister. I don't have nothing against you, man. Your understanding of this world is totally different from mine. Your experience in this world is totally different from mine. To each his own. I want for my brother and sister what I want for myself. So, whatever you're doing to try to elevate to your ideas of your higher self, do that. You know, that has nothing to do with me. And for the people I see on this internet, for the people that try to separate people, that's what the devil did. You know, the devil, he was upset because God made us man, and God told the devil to bow down to that man. The devil thought he was more magnificent, more knowledgeable, more worthy of praise and blessings than us. You know what I'm saying? So he looked at us made out of that dirt, and he was made of fire, and he said, no, that I will destroy that. Whatever you mean, I will come from the front of it to the back of it, from above it and below it, from the right side and the left side of it. And I will throw it off the right path, the straight path to your paradise. So that's what that energy is, that negative, that low, that dull vibration. That's the devil, you know. So you're trying to throw us off the path of righteousness, you know, and it's not gonna happen, man. You know, you guys, you're just clowning yourself. You're making a mockery of this vehicle, this internet, which we could use just like we use rap music. Rap music, it's like Africa. We play the drums, we listen to the drums. Oh, what is he saying? broken glass everywhere. People pissing on the stage. See, they just don't care. So we heard that, like, oh, that sound like out here in Oakland, East 14th, downtown Oakland, West Oakland. That sound like the hood. So let's listen to that. Oh, okay, don't push. And then we heard KRS-One. The day begins with the brim and a prayer to excuse my sin. We heard these messages. You heard Ice-T, 6 in the morning, all that stuff. So we kicking stuff across the country to each other. That's what we should be doing with this internet on a more high-tech level. We should be creating investment groups. We should be creating healing groups where we can heal, because we haven't rightfully healed from the trauma of living in the United States of America as black people, from our experience and everything that we've been through. So we should be using this to create black think tanks, which in a way I like some of the stuff that's happening, because people are thinking, but people think crazy shit. They worshiping themselves, trying to worship. You worshiping people, you worshiping the creation. We could be creating banks, we could be creating schools. We can't even do this stuff because we're emotionally unstable, and we don't know how to interact with each other. We don't like ourselves or each other, so we conflict on everything. Everything is a conflict. Rapping, battling, they battle, rap, acting, they going at each other. Comedians going at each other. Entertainers, educators. Everybody versus everybody. It's bullshit, man. I don't see us winning, and actually, it's different factions. Just like in Africa, it's different type of black people. It's you got people in South Africa look different from people in West Africa, North Africa, Ethiopia. Those are different tribes of people, different. Actually, we're not all the same race. We're all the same race, but those are. It's just like Mexicans and different Spanish, and it's different, man. So I don't want to like to use that. I don't want to use that because really the Mexican and Spanish, that's hybrid of something else. But black people, we have some different cultures, even amongst ourselves. And I see that it's a new creation, these Negro pins, what they call them, black people in white skin, white people in black skin, and the rats. We got some rats too, and then we got the weirdos that's following all the be free, live your life, homosexuals and all that stuff. It's not gonna, it's gonna get tribal in a minute, because the righteous people, we following God, man. So we don't want to let none of that evil into the right, and then of course, how can we interact with the weird stuff? So it's a hard thing to deal with, man. But the best thing, and like I always say, man, build yourself. Build yourself. If you ain't right, you can't help nobody. So whatever it takes for you to, just like Malcolm embraced Islam. Islam made Malcolm a great man, and he embraced the Islam that was sent, that Elijah Muhammad promoted. So who are you? Sit at home on your couch. They done made this internet accessible to you, and you can record yourself. Who are you to question God, the Most High, the Almighty, who knows what the secrets that you know nothing of? because he created them. And you can't even make a fly, you know? So y'all stop this, man. Stop following people and be leaders yourself, within yourself. Redo your research. Find out, be for sure of the navigation that you're navigating and how you're mapping out your life, man. Be sure yourself, you know. In Malcolm's life, we should always honor the fallen soldiers. That's why a lot of the kids don't respect our stuff, because we don't honor our trailblazers. We need to honor them and keep them out there in our families, so that we could in our future generations, so that we could build our own culture here in America, besides the culture of getting our ass whooped, slaves, and getting deprived and denied basic human rights. We should build a culture of our own stuff, step back away from everything else, and go into ourselves in our own homes and create the homes that are beautiful places to live in, beautiful places that we can thrive in, beautiful places that we can get rest in, beautiful places in your home, your kids, your family around you. You know what I'm saying? Teach them to be honorable people. Put God at the front. Because if we don't put God at the front, you're going to send little JoJo out here. He don't come out here gang banging, trying to hang out. You know he's a square, but he want to be around the mess. You gonna send him out there. He gonna steal your gun. He gonna bring it outside. He gonna have it on him. You know, they gonna think he gonna act like he's a tough guy, and somebody gonna gun his ass down, or he's gonna gun somebody else's kids down, or he's gonna influence another youngster looking up to him to be nothing, a mark, just like he been. You know, it's not tough being stupid. It's stupid being stupid. So, y'all stop that. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, from Oakland, California, I send my love to the black melanated family and all my sisters and brothers and all the true believers in God and the Most High and those who strive to do righteousness. Peace and blessings.